Hi, so the game is now over between Ghana's Black Stars and the USA. The game was played today in Rustenberg in South Africa, and a fine day for soccer it was, and certainly the game was extra long, tons of excitement. So the game started off well enough for Ghana. In the 5th minute, Kevin Prince Boateng, who just goes by Prince, scored. Lovely shot. I have to say in the first half it looked like the Americans were not really on the pitch. Their coach Bradley must have definitely had something to say to them at the half, because they certainly came on a lot more organized at the half. They pressed the Ghanaians, and they conceded a penalty, which I'm not too sure I would have awarded as a penalty, but Donovan took it, and Donovan was able to score. So that put it at 1-1. While the US played well in the second half, Ghana did not. They frankly seemed to have gone to sleep. They figured job was done, goal in hand, goal in the net. And they looked very, very poor. They looked a bit ragtag. They seemed to have trouble keeping hold of the ball. Jonathan, seemed to have a lot of trouble, and this is something that I've noticed in several of the matches with Ghana. His play is, he tends to give up free kicks and penalties, and it's looking a bit problematic to me. On the other hand, the US, I'm seeing diving all over the place, especially Dempsey and Donovan. One could nominate them for Academy Awards. That being said, regulation ended in 1-1 shortly, and then what happens is they moved to overtime, which is 15 minutes each way. Gyan scored in the 93rd minute. Following that, while the Americans were trying, they looked tired. They looked like there was nothing left in the gas tank for them. The Ghanaians did what any professional team will do. They ran down the clock, essentially. They took time with their throw-ins, but certainly they kept hold of the ball a lot better, and certainly deserved the win in the end. So disappointment for the US. I'm sure the entire continent of Africa is celebrating that at least one African team has made it through to the quarterfinals. Ghana becomes only the 3rd African team to make it to the World Cup quarterfinals, we'll see how they do next. Playing 120 minutes, it's going to be a tough turnaround for the Black Stars, but I do believe that they may well be up to it. That being said, tomorrow's game, I'm looking forward, between Germany and England, is a prime matchup, as is Argentina versus Mexico. Thanks, and join me tomorrow.